We've been working on an audiobook project for, well, quite some time now. And one of the things that's in the story is these homemade rounds. It's part of the reason why we spend so much time playing with them, just to, make it right. We're using a variety of rounds, and we're going to experiment 2 shots each into that hot water tank in different spots just to gauge what happens. And I have got regular, cheap, low brass target shots. I have got Buckshot 000. I have got hardened steel round balls, really lightweight. Those ought to fly pretty fast. Factory 1 ounce slug. Homemade 1 ounce slug. Your standard wax round. And then a little bit of vintage Super X number 4. And we're going to put each one down there, one right after another, on the high speed, and get an idea, number 1, how they fly, and 2, a little bit of the impact spread, because it's kind of important in the story. Okay, shot number 1. Regular target birdshot. Nothing special. Are we ready, guys?
Okay.
So here is why birdshot, and this is a measured 25 yards, 75 feet. This is why that birdshot just isn't good at a distance. Look at the spread on this. Most of them went in right here, but it's interesting that I've got peppering all the way down as far as right there, and a little bit, off to either side. None of the pellets penetrated the water tank. Let's give it another shot. Round number 2. Camera ready?
Yep.
That second, just birdshot round. Again, a bunch of the same. So here is my point of aim, and I covered that with the bead. And then it looks like the majority of the shot is unfortunately hitting up here. So, again, none of the pellets even penetrated this relatively thin tin. That is why you don't use birdshot, at a distance, except for birds. Shot number 3, test number 2. This is just wax and birdshot together. So the idea behind it is that the wax will stay with the birdshot, keeping it all nice and secure downrange. You ready? Ho ho ho! Yeah, it did, didn't it? So this is why I make the wax slugs, because, I'm cheap and whatnot. So you can tell, basically the whole thing came together right here. The moment it hit this outer shell, it burst, and then you can actually see individual pellet marks on the inner tank. I'm hoping for some of the later shots will actually punch through the tank. So again, comparison to the pepper, the birdshot. This is the same shell, the exact same make and manufacture. It's just all this birdshot's held together with wax, and it goes in one shot. It's interesting that I was over there, but I don't know. That could be me flinching. We'll have to see. So we'll do another wax birdshot round. Shot number 4. Again, wax birdshot. Let's see if I can get a little straighter this time. Camera ready? There again, wax shot. Oh, everything held together. Hit that tank. This time it cracked open the tank because it wasn't quite as glancing a blow, and there's bits of lead and wax piled in there. But it came through in complete form and delivered a tremendous shockwave. God, these wax shells are devastating. They just are. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Buckshot. That's gonna suck. Test number 3. Be shot number 5. Remington Express. Triple aught buckshot. Factory load. High brass. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
So here's that first factory buckshot load. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we appear to be missing one. 8 right there. So clearly it had some power, had some wallop. It's interesting that we're up until that way. But that's what a buckshot load does at that distance. So if you were shooting, not to be morbid, at a human head, even buckshot might not give you the spread you want. And since only one ended up right here at the point of aim, fascinating. I'm going to try the second shot off the shoulder instead of the rest. See if anything's different. All right, this is that second buckshot Remington. We're going to try it offhand to see if it's any different. High speed ready?
Yep.
That was offhand as opposed to off the rest. Again, point of aim. Got a couple more pellets nestled right in there. And again, we have some ones that ricocheted off. None of them punched through the tank, however. So it isn't enough to penetrate the inner wall. It's an old gas water heater. Alright, what's the next one? Oh, factory 1 ounce slug. Fun.